Let's talk about shopping in Paris. Paris is arguably like the fashion capital of the world. So it can be very overwhelming to figure out like where do you want to shop during your trip. Here's some of my general advice for shopping in Paris. This is coming from a girly who I would say has come more into my style in the past few years. I graduated college last year, but I studied abroad here in 2024 and now I officially live here. If I had to put my style into a bucket, it's like kind of classic, and I think that aligns with a lot of French brands. So here are my tips and tricks. Obviously, we have Sandro in the States. That's a very common brand, but the prices here are better. If you're here during the sold, it can be like heavily discounted. But in general, I just find they have so many stores all over the city, and they actually have an outlet that's in the Fourth. It's not that large, it's quite small, but it is an outlet. So there's always going to be good prices at that store. Also, Maj and Sandro are very similar, I would say. I love both of them, but they also have in the 18th, there's like a stock, which is kind of like an outlet. Another brand that you can easily find all over Paris is Jonac. I personally love their shoes. I have like 4 different pairs that I've bought over time. If you're looking for like a boot or a Mary Jane or anything like that, this is the store to go to. Again, they're all over the city, so you can just pop in any of them. Obviously, I know that we have Saison stores in the States, but the prices here are so much better. One of my favorite stores that nobody really talks about, it's in Le Marais. Le Marais in general, that's where you're going to find a lot of like small boutiques, kind of like singular one-off brands, which is what I'm into. So if you definitely want to go shopping and like spend a half day or a full day just kind of wandering the streets and popping into boutiques and stuff, Le Marais is the place to go. And definitely check out Mont Saint Michel. It is my favorite store in Paris. This is me trying on this jacket, which I regret getting. It was so cute. I don't know why I talked myself out of it. They also sell this cute bag. By the way, that's the guy who used to work underneath my grocery store in my first apartment. We were homies. Anyway, shout out Riyadh. But this bag is also I got from Mont Saint Michel, really great. Now let's talk flea markets. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on like how to navigate the flea markets and vintage shopping in Paris. If you knew me during my fur coat era, you're welcome. That was such a bad bitch moment. My favorite secondhand stores in Paris is called Bobby. They have 2 locations. I'm not like the best thrifter, let me just put that out there. I also get very overwhelmed when you walk into a store and there's like 1,000 things in there. I don't like that type of thrifting. But I also find that a lot of stores in Le Marais will have like 5 jackets in the entire store and that's all that they're selling, and they're all like Burberry and like 400 euros. Bobby is perfect. Honestly, they have really great finds. I got this Saison dress for like 50 euros. Boyfriend has gotten like multiple Ralph Lauren shirts for 40 euro. Everything's in good condition. They have like really top tier brands, and then they also have like some no names, but just cute stuff. Of course, if you want to just like have a catch-all, if you don't have a lot of time in Paris and you want to just do everything, Galeries Lafayette, they have like the top of the top. They have also just kind of like the basic brands as well. Love the Galeries Lafayette. It's the best department store in my opinion because you can really like actually do some shopping.